Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay in starting. There's a little bit of technical issues associated with this today. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for any comments that you may have. If you have any comments, please leave them below in the area below, and we'll be happy to address them. You can also reach out to us with any questions at info@tntvisa.com. Again, that's info, at tntvisa.com. O en español, puedo escribir un correo electrónico a ngentile@tntvisa.com. Is NGentile@tntvisa.com, or bitalia@tntvisa.com. Is btalia@tntvisa.com. So today we're going to discuss a little bit about how to gather documents for the Extraordinary Ability Visa. So your attorney should be working with you on this, but there's a variety of things that you can gather in advance. Okay, so we're going to go through as we've discussed some of the different categories that you have, but you may wonder, how do I show this? How do I prove this? So for example, if you've won any international awards, and sometimes those international awards can be scholarships, it can be something that you're thinking outside of the box to try to figure out what criteria you can get. But what you would have is you would typically have a copy of the award, a picture, just a regular picture of it. You would have maybe like a certificate or a program showing that you're receiving this award. You would want to have, if you have photographs of you actually receiving the award, those are great things. Any letters that you receive stating, hey, congratulations, you have been nominated or you have won, whatever it is, something like that. And then you can work with your attorney to gather and give you information about what that award signifies. Why is it important? Who was eligible to qualify for it? Why is it a national, international award? And some of the letters that you may provide would be some of the recommendation letters would explain why that award is important. So then you go to the next thing. Again, membership in groups that require extraordinary ability. That's a very difficult category, and I'm not really going to discuss on that because it's not really used that much because of how they view and how they really view that case. I mean, the only time I've really had somebody that has approved it is when they were requested to be on the world team for parachuting, and you could prove that only the top like 300 people, parachutists in the world, were ever eligible to do this, and that was the only membership in a group that I think actually qualified. But the next category that you're looking at would be considered the publications about you. Now, obviously, you want to get the publication about you, and if you are published online, because more than likely nowadays you're going to be published online, you want to get the link so that your attorney can print it out, and if it's in a foreign language, you can use Google Translate to translate that article. But the other thing is you also want to prove why is that article important. Okay, what I mean by that is, where is it being published? And sometimes you want to try to get like a membership or media kit or something like that that describes what that organization is. For example, if you are a parachutist, there is a parachutist magazine, and if you have an article written about you on the parachutist magazine, that is considered a trade magazine. So it depends on a variety of different situations on where you're going and what you're doing, and because it's not just major media. Now, major media, it's not a local newspaper. Okay, it has to be something that can be viewed and gathered throughout the country or through the world. So like a Wall Street Journal, New York Times, trade magazines, again, like Science and Nature, Parachutist, Architecture, Home and Design, certain things like that people in the know are in that media. And the thing is, you have no idea. You just need to talk to your attorney, but that's what you're trying to gather. Okay. If you've ever written on anything, you want to provide that to your attorney. You want to provide a copy of the article. You want to see if there's anybody who's ever quoted the article. If it's been reviewed by others, you want to provide that information. Your resume is a good source of documentation because your resume is going to give some information about what you can provide, what your attorney can use to prepare letters, because you're going to be the attorney should be creating letters discussing your ability. Now, some of those letters are going to be from your company. So one of the things that you're going to want to have from your company is, letters stating that you worked for them. What did you do for them? And what type of role did you have within that company? And then your attorney can look at that to see what other additional information is going to be needed. Salary is a big issue. Okay. So for salary, this applies for all types of extraordinary ability visa. You want to get, you want to prove that you actually received the salary. And then you want to try to get like a headhunter or something like that from your country that states, hey, this is what the average salary is. And now you compare that average salary to what you received and verified and documented that you received. And that shows that you have the category. If you've judged others, typically you will have some sort of letter or something like that, asking you to judge others. Also, there may be some information about you in a brochure or a panel. If you're an artist and you have presented or have like a showing somewhere, you want to provide the brochures that you have done that. If you have been, a singer or a songwriter, and you have CDs or you have any type of media that you can provide out there, you want to give that. You also want to get, what is your chart history? If you publish something on YouTube, you're going to want to give it to your attorney, so your attorney can look at it, see how many people have viewed it. If there's any comments or anything like that, what is your subscription rate? Those are things that are going to be important. How many videos do you have? Who are you interviewing? Who's interviewing you? Those are all things that you're going to want to provide and include, and you want to give to your attorney. Now, this is just a general idea and category of different things that you can provide to them. The main thing is to work with your attorney, feel comfortable with your attorney so that they can work with you to gather the documents that you need. Last thing I wanted to discuss is if you're going to try to do the category that you made original contributions in your field, you're going to want to prove that, and you're going to have letters from your competitors, people that are doing that. If you change the way something was done, and you can have like a picture of that is the most important thing, is to show, hey, this is the picture. This is showing what I did. And then you can try to get competitors to show, hey, this is what they followed off on you with pictures of what they did. So, there's a variety of different ways that you can do the extraordinary ability visa. There's a variety of different topics that you can discuss with the extraordinary ability visa. This is just some general idea of what you can start looking for and start gathering while you're analyzing this. Now, if you have any questions about this, you can always reach out to us at info@tntvisa.com. You can call us at 754-610-7266 and 754-610-7266. En español, en gentile, @tntvisa.com. El número de teléfono is 954-278 4583, or correo electrónico a bitalia@tntvisa.com. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. Thank you for your comments. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're here to help you. And any questions, any comments that you have, is always appreciated. Thank you very much.